we get things started. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So NC State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's McCall. Setting up the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into
short gain on the play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hampton. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Quick handoff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, it's Concepcion. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
At midfield, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This offense is high octane, boy. You saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way to score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Northern Illinois right back to the line. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. They make the stop, but the sweet throw-in catch is plenty to give them a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. Give to Brown. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down right there.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Looking to throw, it's Hampton. Got it set up on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, Bolton, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To the air, it's Hampton. Back open in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Caught close to the marker, it's Thompson. And they will score! Touchdown, Northern Illinois! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. First down here for the offense. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Handoff to the lone back. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. NC State going up tempo. Scanning the field, it's McCall. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're bringing heat. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets the first down. What a weapon to have a quarterback that can run like that. They finally got him out of bounds. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll run the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, it's Hampton. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got his man. Stopped after making the catch. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Off the play fake. Going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Back to pass, it's Hampton. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. First down, 10 yards to go. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense, quick tempo. Brown has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I would love to tell you he should have gotten the first down and slid or got down, but that's not what running backs do. They're trying to get extra plays, and I know he had the first down, but he's thinking touchdown. That little bit of extra effort, you can tell, forced the turnover, forced the fumble, defense recovers.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He'll do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, look out. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Running back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's McCall. He's going to let it go. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Give to Brown. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Hampton. Unloads to the right. He's got him wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He looks that one in nicely. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third, and fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Northern Illinois!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, They're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. And he breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. The run from the shotgun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. NC State quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's McCall. They're trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Brown has it. Smashes through. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And they can't make the connection.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Lewis. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way. But
in the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the middle mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looks as if NC State has a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
throws to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Hampton. Fires to the right. Got his man. Nothing but green ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Getting some heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Unleashes one deep. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. NC State going up tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the 1st down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for a man. It's McCall. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hey!